is your earliest memory? The thing you can remember, first thing you can remember ever?
The first thing I can remember when I was born, actually till date.
Can you remember?
Yeah, till date. When I tell someone, they always think that I'm lying or like. I remember myself in the baby cot.
Yeah.
And my aunt was the one dressing me up in a small petticoat, as I call it, petite coat, in a jacket and a suit, like a Christmas day. It was on a Christmas day, and I think I actually have a picture of that. And on that bed, that's the first thing, and I've always had that thing, and
you know it's your first.
I know it's my first, and every time I tell someone, they say, "How could you be at that age and you still remember?" I said, "Maybe I don't know. It's a flash. Something happened, and it just stuck in my brain. Like I just have it since that time. I cannot take it out."
You remember, Clay? Do you remember the colors around?
Yeah, I remember everything around. I remember like the bed was wooden, like with everything, and I mean it's the same bed that my junior sister and the other one used. So yeah, and my suit, I still remember it because I wore it. It's still on my phone. Yeah, right now I told my sister.
So you keep your first memory with you.
Yeah.
Some people don't remember. When I ask them, they are always shocked and they have to think really hard.
Yeah. No,
you're the first person who remembers.
Yeah, no, I have that.
Okay, maybe the second. Two people so far. They don't have to think. That's interesting.
With a white shirt and a small. At the time they used to call them lambet. Bought me some small lambet.
Wow, that's in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, that's the first question. Basically. If you have any more details you want to share, why does that moment mean a lot to you?
Actually, why that moment means a lot. At the time when I had that image, I didn't really know what that thing meant because I just always thought like, what happened? Because when I told another person like, I can remember things that I did when I was like 3-4 years old. And they'll be like, how can you remember those things? And I say, no, I don't know how, but I just think something is telling me something. So when I grew up, like now I'm mature, and I think about that picture. I remember, I maybe I'm wrong, but from my experience and everything that I've gone through in life, I think there was a reason that flash stuck in my brain. Because that was the last thing that was a moment that I couldn't forget. I was happy. I was a kid. I was being dressed on a Christmas day with the best kind of things that I wanted.
Was it happy or sad?
I was very happy. I was very happy. And compared to maybe years after, with all the things that happened in my life to where I am now, there was nothing that made me that happy like that day. So I think that the reason that things stuck in my brain as little as I was because I was believing superstition. I'm sorry, but I believe because somehow God wanted me to keep that picture in my brain.
Never forget how happy you can be.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say superstition because the third question, the second question on the first day was, what kind of superstition have you had for long that you have had to let go?
Oh my God. I'm a really superstitious guy. So I had a lot, but let me think of the one that I had to leave. I had to let go
because it was not important.
It wasn't important. Let me think of the one that. Okay, but I think it's funny. But I had to let go. But I think it's funny. There is a thing that actually I wouldn't let it. I've not let it.
You have to tell us one. Like,
yeah, no. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like this one is actually because the other ones are funny. Is when I was going to school and middle school and everything. But this one I still use it as I'm in China. And actually, even as hard as I try to let it go, but I can't. Because sometimes when it comes, I will still tell myself the same things. Yeah. Okay. Every time my eyelids start beeping, like shaking, I have that belief that something good is about to happen.
Whoa.
I have that belief. And, okay, if it's shaking like slowly, like peep, 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 right? Then I know that it's coming, but it's a little bit far. But if it's like fast, pop, yeah, I know this. It's very close. Yeah, and actually, I don't know. Maybe because I believe in it. Actually, it has worked.
It has worked.
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
But you didn't let go.
I've tried because when I tell people they laugh. So I've tried to to leave it, but I cannot leave it, man.
Try. But which one? Which one have you let go?
Okay, the one I let go, but it was the one every time I came back from playing or from school, and then I was playing or I was doing something, and I'm from an African home, so my mom has to ask me, where were you? Where were you playing? And if I was playing, I'll get I'll get some strokes like 10 or 3 or 5. So
she doesn't like you to play outside.
I didn't play, man. Just crossing the fence or the everything. I wouldn't go out. So when I had to go and play, when I'm coming back, I'll pick up a stone, a shining stone from the front of my, like I'm walking right, the front of my body, and then I throw it to the back, and I say it loudly, like I can say in pidgin or in my language, but I would normally say in pidgin, like I'll say, Mama will believe me. Like, my mom will believe me. And
does she believe you?
Sometimes it works, and sometimes I still get the beating. Sometimes I still get the beating of my life. So I knew that no, it doesn't work because sometimes I can say 70% of the times I was beaten. So I was saying, no, this thing is a lie. This thing is a lie.
You used to beat us. It makes us strong.
Yeah, man. Mentally, actually, I think that beating and all the superstition and everything, they have something in common. But the thing is, beating a child for punishment, like punitive measures that you take for a child to grow, it's not a bad thing. But the part that is bad is when you beat your child because, I don't know, maybe you're psychologically traumatized or you're just doing it because you just want to do it. That's when it's bad. Because most of us, we're not beaten because our parents just love beating us. It's because they wanted us to be strong, to understand the life that we're going through.
We still believe strongly in beating. I mean, you cannot even beat kids.
Yeah.
But like, I remember being afraid to do bad because I know I'll get
beaten. So and because of that, you wouldn't do it.
I was studying hard.
Yeah.
I was studying. I became a better child because I knew like something will go wrong if I fuck up.
My big in boarding school, when I went my first year in boarding school, 2000 and 8 and 9. My big, the first term exam, I was beaten so hard that when I had to write the final exams, I was reading so hard because I didn't want to get beaten, and I passed my exams. But now, when you see it now, kids they just talk to kids. A kid will be doing
Instagram.
A kid will be doing something really stupid, where a parent should give a knock on his head, and he's busy talking. I said, look, at one point you need to do something. You just that talking, yeah, it's good, but there's something I would say like. We used to love our moms, especially us, the boys, but we're so scared of our dads. Do you know something? Our dads actually loved us. But the thing is, they just put that thing in the air so that you could do what you have to do without him being in there. Like, without him being there. Yeah, you will do what you have to do without you being there. Like, even if he's not there, like they say, dad traveled, but you have to wash plates at 6 o'clock in the evening. You have to wash plates. Because when dad comes back and they tell him he didn't wash those plates at 6 o'clock. Oh boy.
It's funny because I grew up with a single mother.
Yeah, really?
She was a soldier, man. She was a soldier. If I fucked up, she'd come for me. And she adopted me, so I grew up with like her husband also passed. So she just took me in as a child. My father was in my biological father was in another place. Man, that's what made me look at women and men the same. I really do not have the fear this woman put in me. Bro, I'm telling you. Like I didn't get that, hey, it's gonna be, no. Nah. She was the man when she needed to be. She was the woman when she needed to be. And she was equally strong in all respects.
Yeah.
And you could never tell. I didn't see her as a woman or a man. I just saw her as like parent. My father was the mother at that time, because my father would come and see me, and he didn't see me a long time, so he would be giving me gifts, pampering me, saying everything's going to be all right, and like, so I saw him, my father, as a woman.
Yeah,
it affected me when I grew up. Really, I don't treat women like they are. I didn't treat women like they were like with the affection that they really needed for a long time.
Because you're trying to let them understand because
they're equal.
Yeah.
But because I grew up with a woman who, I was scared of her.
Yeah.
You know, people are scared of their dads when they get home. I was scared of.
No, I had a similar thing, because when my dad died, and then I had my mom for like 5 years before she too passed away. My mom was everything. Like, I basically slept on the same bed with my mom.
You were the first one?
Yeah. So I was like, my mom had this tenant that they wouldn't like to pay rent and everything.
She would mess them up.
And they were men. She would be standing in front of the guy. If you don't pay this thing, you are moving out. And the guy would like, no, but you can't talk to me like that. You can't talk to me like that. Say, who are you? Who do you think you are? Look. And then, back home, we have this thing where when someone starts talking, he just turns to anybody. Like, even if you're just a passerby, just say, look at me, this guy. Who do you think you are? And you're like, so I always looked at her like,
soldier.
I one time, I'm not saying like I didn't miss my dad, but being with her for those 5 years, I really miss a lot, because she filled in all the gaps. Like, my school fees, my things, being caring, telling me, what are you doing? Are you studying? Gerry, you should study now. Clothes, everything. Like, basically, she was in my life at every minute, every second. And when she had to shout, she would shout. So, and I was still scared of her. Like, really, I'll tell you, like, there's a funny thing. I was there, like, 16 years old, or 14 years old, or 13 years old, you start knowing a little bit about girls, but the idea, but actually, all my friends had a little bit of idea. Maybe they had a kiss or something, but I will tell you that a girl could not just walk up to our house or to the front door and just knock.
Because your mom was...
Oh, boy. They called her Lioness.
This is true.
They call, like literally, they called her Lioness, that lion.
How do you say it in your language?
I don't really know it in my language, but they
say Lioness.
Yeah, Lioness.
How do you say it in French?
Lion. Like, something like that. I don't know. I forgot it, but I just know they call her lion. Like in pidgin, they just say lion. They come, and she comes. Like, we can be sitting right in front of the house and everything, and we're talking with my friends. Immediately, my mom comes, like, and then first of all, they hear the sound of the car coming, and then you see everybody jump and start running.
I remember.
And start running, like, basically, like running, like literally running. And I can still get images of my friends always running away from our house around 5:30, 6 o'clock. They're running
because your mom is
coming. And then the time that they miss, maybe once in a while, maybe we are so deep into what we are doing, maybe we're talking or playing with something, and then we forgot that she's coming, and then she comes and then gets off the car, and then she's like seeing us, and from the top of that small hill, she's already shouting, "Who are those in front of my house? My God!" Everybody, like we just. Man.
See, so that's why I say, like, everything it's not about male or female, really. It's about really taking into consideration what you have to do right now. If you're a man and you have to be really kind to your wife right now, you need to be. If you're a woman and you really need to be, like, humble to your man for him to make, you just need to be, or vice versa, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, because we try to put everyone in, it's like you have to compliment where you are.
Yeah.
The world is not up to you. You have to fall into the soup and make it better.
Yeah.
Make the taste of life better wherever you are. That's what I personally believe. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's the second question, right? What was the question?
You said what is a superstition? Yeah.
So you used to do that because you're scared.